Now, an Emeritus Newsbrief, I'm Lynn Huston. More corporate losses and layoffs reported, which took the stock markets down. The Dow finished down 231.77. The Nasdaq lost 73.35. Yahoo, the biggest news of the day, announcing it was shedding 1,400 jobs worldwide and cutting $400 million in expenses before the end of the year. 5 major studies related to healthcare and insurance. The Journal of the American Medical Association details the widening disparity between uninsured children and their insured parents. Those whose parents had public coverage were less likely to be uninsured than those whose parents reported private health insurance. The report targets high costs of family coverage on private and employer policies for the problem. Also, a report released today in the Archives of Surgery argues that race and being uninsured translates to higher mortality rates. The survey claims that race and insurance status each independently predicts outcome disparities after trauma cases. African American, Hispanic, and uninsured patients have the worst outcomes, but insurance status appears to have the stronger association with mortality after trauma. There's another report. Alzheimer's rates among Latinos is higher than other ethnic groups. Studies suggest they have more risk factors. The American Journal of Preventive Medicine found that the U.S. suicide rate rose nearly 5% from 1999 to 2005, and of particular interest was the increase of suicides among those ages 40 to 64. The rate for that age group rose from 15.6 per 100,000 in 2005 from 13.5 per 100,000 in 1999. And finally, families of autistic children often buckle under the stress of raising a child who is autistic and the financial stress of treatment for that disorder. More states are mandating that insurance companies offer benefits to help pay for it all. More on all of those stories on the Emeritus News Insurance page. 2 major recalls today. First, the Consumer Product Safety Commission issued a recall for cribs made by Delta Enterprise Corporation of New York City. The focus is missing safety pegs involving 985,000 drop-side cribs. Failure to use or install safety pegs can cause entrapment and suffocation risk to infants and toddlers. 1 death reported so far. And the FDA and Hart's Mountain today sounded recalls for 4,850 of the 2-pound plastic bags of Hart's chicken-basted rawhide chips, which may contain salmonella. A healthcare advocacy group set up an agenda it would like to see the new Congress and the new president act on. The goals include setting new realistic short and long-term health goals for the country, investing in disease prevention as a cornerstone of healthcare reform, ensuring a stable and reliable funding stream for core public health functions and preventive services such as immunizations and screening. You can see all of these reports on the Emeritus News Healthcare page. Emeritus News, the latest on issues and public policy at emeritusnews.com. That's an Emeritus News Brief. I'm Lynn Huston.